Last summer, Mike and Lisa were on a family vacation near Disney when they had a thought. What if they owned a place here? Not just for vacations, but as an investment that actually paid for itself. Fast forward a year, and they're closing on their first short-term rental, their first Airbnb, all without draining their savings or taking on crazy debt. How, you ask? In this video, I'm breaking down exactly how you can do the same, whether it's your first investment property or your fifth.
And as always, this information is on the house. Understanding your financing options is critical to getting the best deal and maximizing your returns. Let's start with the basics. Traditional mortgages. So if you're buying a second home for personal use that you'll occasionally rent, a conventional mortgage can work well. Keep in mind, you'll typically need about 20% down payment and a solid credit score. Proof of income to show you can afford both your primary and your new property. And one thing you'll want to note, some lenders will require you to classify the property as an investment. So if you plan to rent it out regularly, which could mean a slightly higher interest rate. So you do have a second option here called a DSCR loan. DSCR stands for Debt Service Coverage Ratio. Now, if you're an investor who plans to rent the property full-time, a DSCR loan is a great option. This type of loan is based on the property's potential income, not your personal income. So the lender looks at how much rental income the property can generate compared to the mortgage payment. If the numbers work, you're good to go, even if you don't have a traditional W-2 income. Number 3, vacation home loans. Another option is this type of loan that is designed for buyers who want to use the property personally while renting it out part-time. The requirements are similar to traditional mortgages, but lenders may require you to live in a certain distance from the home for it to qualify. And then there's always hard money or private loans for investors. These are for people looking to move quickly or finance a property that needs some work. Hard money loans or private financing can be a solid choice. Now, these loans are faster to close, but the trade-out is a higher interest rate and shorter repayment terms. So make sure you've got a solid exit strategy if you choose hard money. Here's some tips for out-of-state and international buyers. If you're buying from out of state or even outside the US, there's no need to worry. I've worked with plenty of buyers from all over the place, and there are financing options available for you too. But you will need to budget for a higher down payment, but it's absolutely doable with the right strategy and team in place. The key to success here is working with the right team. Your lender, your real estate agent, and even a property manager can help to ensure you're making the right financial decisions. If you're unsure of where to start, I can connect you with trusted lenders who specialize in vacation rental financing. So financing a short-term rental might seem overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a seasoned investor, there's always a financing option that can work for you. And up next, we'll talk about the hidden costs of running a short-term rental and how to avoid any surprises along the way.
And after that, we get back into funding your investment with a tip all about super creative financing strategies.
So stay tuned. Let's face it, owning a short-term rental near Disney is exciting, but if you're not prepared for the hidden costs, your investment can turn into a headache. So today, I'm going to break down the most common expenses that often catch investors off guard, and how you can plan to stay ahead and still remain profitable. Number 1 on the list is HOA fees. Most short-term rental communities near Disney and Universal are part of a homeowners association. And while those neighborhoods offer fantastic amenities, it does come at a cost. HOA fees can range from about $300 to over $1,000 a month, depending on the community. So make sure you know exactly what's covered, like lawn care, pool maintenance, access to the clubhouses, and other factors. Before you buy, make sure you consider these into your monthly expenses. It's better to be prepared than surprised. Other things to consider are cleaning and turnover cost. With short-term rentals, every guest expects a spotless home, which means a professional cleaning between each and every stay. So for a larger home, cleanings can run from $150 to $300 per visit. And during peak seasons, that cost adds up quickly. So here's a pro tip. Charge guests a cleaning fee to cover the cost because guests expect hotel level cleanliness. So don't cut corners here. Hiring a cleaning team is worth every penny. Another thing to consider is property management fees. Managing a short-term rental can be time-consuming. So if you do decide to hire a property manager, expect to pay anywhere from 10 to 20% of your rental income. This covers guest communication, maintenance coordination, and keeping your calendar full. For out-of-state investors, this is often a lifesaver, so make sure to budget for this cost, especially if you're buying remotely or don't want to deal with the day-to-day. So up next, let's talk repairs and maintenance. Short-term rentals obviously see a lot of wear and tear, way more than a typical home or a long-term rental. Here are the big ticket items to watch out for. HVACs. Air conditioning is obviously a must in Florida, and fixing or replacing a unit can cost thousands of dollars. Other things are pool maintenance. Weekly and monthly service, filters, and repairs add up very fast. Furniture replacement is another thing you have to consider. Expect to replace bedding, sofas, and even decor every few years to keep your property looking fresh. Now let's also talk about utilities. Utilities are another hidden cost where investors underestimate. High guest usage means higher utility bills for electricity, especially for the things like air conditioning during the hot Florida summers. Water. Guests love to use pools and long showers because they don't have to pay for them. Wi-Fi. Guests expect fast, reliable internet, and to keep costs in check, consider smart thermostats, energy efficient appliances, because they're going to pay them for themselves over time. All right, now insurance costs. Everybody knows Florida has high insurance costs, and standard homeowner policies don't cover short-term rentals, so you'll need specialized coverage. Vacation rental insurance protects against guest damages, liability claims, and even lost income if a storm shuts you down. In Florida, hurricane coverage is a must, but it comes at a premium. Budget for those costs upfront and avoid any surprises. And sleep easy knowing you're covered. Hidden costs don't have to derail your investment. By planning for these expenses and budgeting wisely, you'll set yourself up for long-term success. And up next, I have something from the tip jar for you. Think you need a huge down payment for a short-term rental? Well, think again. Things you may not think about. Portfolio loans as an example. Lenders can base financing on your real estate portfolio and rental income, not just your paycheck. Then there's business credit. An entity could unlock a business line of credit for down payments, furniture, and upgrades without touching personal credit. Sometimes creative solutions are applicable too. Some sellers let you rent now, buy later, so you can start making money before you even own the place in a rent-to-own scenario. So that's my tip from the jar. Get creative, and you'll find financing opportunities you never knew existed. So if you're ready to start your journey as a short-term rental owner here in Orlando, I'm here to help. I've worked with dozens of investors to find the right property, avoid super common mistakes, and maximize their returns. So here's what you need to do next. Subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Drop your questions in the comments because I answer every single one. And if you're serious about finding the perfect property, reach out to me directly. My contact information is in the description below. I'll guide you through every step of the process. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, all of this information is on the house. I agree. I hope we do too. All right. Yes, okay. All right, I will do. I'll be in touch. Okay, thank you.